So, as usual, I'm going to keep interrupting the video so that I can make comments on the errors that were made during the tests, guys. So, but I would like to get a feedback from you guys if this actually makes sense, because I thought it becomes quite too boring watching through a driving test video with no audio and nothing, and you probably would end up falling asleep through it. So, if this is okay and you find it useful, leave a comment below, guys, so I know if it's actually worth the time I'm spending to go through the videos and making the comment through the videos as well. So yeah, hello guys, welcome to another video. So today we're looking at a practical test, so a driving practical test in Sheffield. So it was an Handsworth test center. So for this test there were 6 driving faults and 4 serious faults, making a total of 10 faults altogether. Now, what made this test so special and different is that all of these 10 driving faults, both serious and minors, were all done within 15 minutes. So the test lasted just 15 minutes, and in that 15 minutes there were 10 faults altogether. So at the end of the road, the learner joined a new road, and this road was a 40 miles an hour road, but he drove into the road and was driving at about 15 miles an hour to 25 miles. I mean, we can watch this as he continued on this road for another good 30 seconds or more, doing less than 30 miles an hour. And this was bearing in mind there were other following traffic behind. So bear this in mind. If you get onto a new road, make sure check your mirror, and at least that gives you a clue of what's behind you. If you're holding other people back, if you're making progress, you want to know. 40 miles an hour, 22 definitely is too slow, especially as we can see the road ahead is open. It's safe to make progress, but he didn't. So bear this in mind. Now, as we went further on this same road, the road changed from a single carriageway to a double carriageway. Now, at this point, you are expected to make sure that you're driving on the left lane, but the learner did not change lane. He continued on the right lane, and as you would see behind, other drivers from the back started to undertake the driver from the left, and you want to avoid this. You definitely want to avoid this. Here we've got 2, 3, and probably the 4th car undertaking on the left, but the learner continues on the right lane. And then take note of the speed, that even at this point we were still driving at 26 miles per hour. That is too slow on this open dual carriageway. Instructed to turn right, second exit, and as you see on the floor marking, the second lane on the right is for turning right only, while the left lane was to continue straight ahead for the first exit, but the learner signaled right and changed lane to the left lane while he continued into the second exit where he exited the roundabout. Now, as you'd see on the screen, the driver behind was very patient and continued to drive slowly behind the learner as he straddled the two lanes. Now, he exited the roundabout, and I'm sure you've noticed that we've just crossed into a national speed limit zone. But at this point, the learner was still doing 32 miles per hour. Again, a very slow speed for the road he was driving on. So again, bear this in mind, guys. At the next roundabout, the learner was instructed to turn left first exit. Now, as it turns into the new road, the speed changes to 40 miles an hour. Now, initially he wasn't making much progress as he drove below 25 miles an hour on the new road, but eventually it catches up and gets to about 30 miles. Now, bear in mind, on that road, it wasn't safe to get past too fast, I say. As you could see, there were other cars parked on the side of the road, and also there were cars ahead, so the speed in this case was reasonable enough, in my opinion, from the video. So yeah, but as we approached the traffic light ahead, the examiner instructed to turn left at the traffic light. Now, it wasn't actually at the traffic light, sorry, to turn left at a slip road before the traffic light. But then the learner confused the traffic light and the slip road. So as you would see, the slip road on the left, but then at this point the learner stops as he got confused with the traffic light and the slip road. Now, the examiner said to me on the feedback that he had to prompt him to continue and make progress into the slip road. Now watch how long it takes before the car moves on again after this silver car had just passed. So 10 seconds later, the examiner had to prompt the learner to continue and make progress through the junction. learner was instructed to take the second exit, which is going straight ahead, but he uses the right lane to exit at this roundabout. So signals right while going straight ahead at second exit, and then stays on the second lane on the right to exit through the roundabout. And as you can see, he also continued to exit on to the right lane. He also failed to stop for the traffic light that is changed, and then continued to drive below the speed limit. I mean, again, this road is 40 miles an hour, and at this point we are still driving at 28 miles per hour on the right lane yet again. So at this point, they are now heading back to the test center. So I believe the examiners had enough. The learner was asked to turn right at the junction ahead, which he continued to turn right without signaling to the right. Now, bear in mind, this is the road that leads onto the test center just ahead of us. So guys, this is how the test ended, and it was total of 6 driving faults and 4 serious faults. So to recap the faults, now one of the serious faults was positioning. So as you would see in most of this time, he was driving on the right hand lane as cars were overtaking or undertaking on the left. Now he got a serious fault there. And at the roundabout, the first roundabout, he turned right second exit from the wrong lane. That's the second one. Now the 2 other serious faults were traffic lights related. So one, he stopped when he shouldn't have stopped, exiting on the slip road, and then the other one was where he actually crossed the traffic light. Now for the minor faults, I mean guys, you should have seen this coming. It was right there. Now 4 of these faults were just appropriate speed. I mean, we sat on most of the roads doing less than half of what the speed was. Come on, we literally were crawling through the whole test. 40 miles an hour, we couldn't make it past 30 miles on the speed. Then we get to national speed limit, single carriageway instead of 60. Again, the learner was doing just under 45 miles per hour through most of those roads. So these are minor things that you should try and avoid. I mean, don't get too nervous and make such things in error. Wrong lane, signaling and turning right and left at roundabout at the wrong lane, signaling when you shouldn't signal at the roundabout and then confusing other people, straddling lanes. So guys, all of these things are things that anyone can do. Don't get me wrong, anyone can do this, and the only reason you would do this is one, either you don't know what you're doing. number one. Or number two, you're just too nervous, which is normal, but try and get that second one out of your problem. Try and avoid it. Get nervous and all that, but get out of it. I mean, the first series was just as soon as the test started on that new road. Turning left at the start of the test onto the 40 miles an hour road, and he sat on that road doing just 20 and 25. And then just after that single carriageway turned into a double carriageway, that was where we got the first series. So stayed on the right lane, still doing the same slow speed, and that continued through the whole of the test. So guys, I hope this has been useful for you. So please remember these things, bear them in mind on your tests, and I'll be going through the test route myself so I can get some high quality full videos of it with the camera on the roof, and then I would show you guys what the route looks like if you are considering using Handsworth for your test. And but the good thing is most of the test routes are similar. If you can get used and practice one of them, you should be fine with the others. It's the same 60 miles, 40 miles, funny roundabouts in Handsworth, or should I say Sheffield as a whole. Sorry, the roundabouts are quite funny, so you've got to pay attention and plan ahead. So yes guys, I hope this video has been useful. If it was, please don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know if you value this video so that I can actually know if to continue. Because if I have no clue if this is useful to someone, then there's no point continuing. I'll probably just stop them. But yeah, so I'd appreciate if you leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and share the video so it can help someone else, so more people can get to see it and it can help them as well. So catch you in the next video guys, and good luck with your tests, and good luck again with your preparations. So see you and take care.